Away from the rest. This is a fine performance so far from Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands. She has the lead entering the straight, and it's a commanding one as well. The US Virgin Islands heading towards their first gold medal of Carifta 49. Michelle Smith clears the final barrier well and pulls away. This is a dominant performance. She smashes the 1 minute barrier. She smashes the Carifta record.
Good day, U.S. Virgin Islands. My name is Keith Smith, and I am the father of Michelle Smith.
And good day from Mireya Sankatsing Smith. I'm the mom of Michelle Smith.
I'm Michelle Smith. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who supported me through this wonderful journey that I'm still journeying through. I would like to thank my parents, my coaches, my elementary coach, Coach Lewis, my godfather, Hubert Frederick, the support of the community.
And so as we, give thanks to everyone, I just want to also give a big shout out to my pastor, Pastor Anthony Benjamin, who's been a spiritual guide throughout the years here in St. Croix after moving back from the States. I want to also thank my family, Malik and Michaela, for their support over the years. When I talk about thanks, I have to really point out Coach Lewis, because through the elementary school collaboration, we've been able to have athletes come from the elementary school and come, with us, with our track club, and develop them to do their very best. So definitely thank you for even interscholastic in terms of being able to help them put on their events for the youth of the Virgin Islands.
And also everybody who helped us with resources, because in the Virgin Islands, it's hard to get by. We have a lot of young people that are eager to run and totally excited, and they want to become great like Michelle or even greater, but we don't have the resources always directly available to us. We just got a new cross-country course, and we want to thank everybody involved in actually helping us create that cross-country course.
Let me take you to the Carifta Games, and we'll talk about the first event that was on the slate for Michelle, which was the preliminary run of the 800 meters. She had to get top 3 in the 800-meter prelims in order to get to the finals. And let's hear from Michelle about that race.
Well, as my father said, I had to get top 3, so I was going to run the bare minimum. So I got out, and I just wanted to position myself in 3rd place. And I came 3rd in the prelims, and I saw the 2 in front competing for 1st, and I was like, what are you guys doing? It's the prelims. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And so now we'll go ahead and watch that event, that race, and you'll have a chance to see her in action in terms of running the prelims and making sure she qualified for the finals.
Let's go from lane 8, Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands in 8, Andreen Peart of Jamaica in 6, Pelty of Martinique in 6, Bailey, Anika Bailey of Trinidad and Tobago in 5, Vera Elise Batmare of Aruba in 4, Jada Grant of Bermuda in 3, and Latoya Harvey, the 1500 champion, in lane number 2. And I was making the point that, like so many athletes across the region, she was extremely disappointed not to be able to attend the Carifta Games in 2020 and in 2021. But one of the things that Latoya Harvey said is that although I was disappointed, I knew it wasn't the end of the world, because I have other goals, like one day competing at the Olympic Games. And it wasn't the Olympic Games, but she had a fabulous start when she got her chance last night, and she won the 1500 meters gold medal, beating more fancied rivals and running a personal best as well in getting to that gold medal. She takes the early lead in the under 17 girls 800 meters semi-final 1.
4:45 last night. True tactical running, as one of those she defeated last night, Peart of Jamaica, in this field. She'll be keen to keep the ascendancy over the Jamaican.
Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands in second position as they go through the first 400 meters.
65.7 on my clock. Good early pace for this age group.
Top three sure to advance to the final, plus the next two fastest on times. And it is the 1500 champion, Harvey, who is controlling the pace. The Jamaican, Andreen Peart, steps forward. A 2:12.97 800 runner Peart. She is the fastest in this field.
Looks like Bailey went down on the bottom curve by the discus area. She's up and running, but way back now.
So it's Andreen Peart of Jamaica ahead of Atoya Harvey of Guyana. And then in third position from the US Virgin Islands, Michelle Smith. The top three sure to be in the final of the under-17 girls 800 meters. And these three have broken away from the rest, with the 1500 champion looking comfortable in second position. Smith looks as if she has a little bit more to give as well in third, but let's see if she'll push down the stretch. Peart steps on the accelerator. And Harvey looking really comfortable here. This is a composed semi-final round performance from the 1500 champion. She quickens her steps and gets to the front and shows that she's going to be just as difficult to beat in the 800 meters as she was in the 1500 last night. 2:15.75. The Guyanese is through, the Jamaican is through, and Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands is also through automatically to the final. There you have it, 2:15.76 for Harvey of Guyana, 2:15.79 for Peart of Jamaica, 2:18.47 for Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands, Jada Grant of Bermuda, 2:21.60, and Pelty of Martinique, 2:27.69. We'll have to wait and see if their times are good enough to make progress to the final.
And so, as you saw, there was some intelligence involved in making sure that she did bare minimum and didn't exert herself too much for the final. So that was the morning of Sunday. And the afternoon was the 400-meter hurdles, where she knew that, she was running 300-meter hurdles before, and this was the first time she was running 400 in about a year and a half. And so therefore she wanted to take it out. Well, let me have her explain her 400-meter race. 400-meter hurdle race.
Okay. So for the 400, I've been training for that for like maybe a week. So I had to get out and take the first hurdle. And then after the first hurdle, like relax, but not in speed, but just like intensity. So like I went relaxed until the curve, and then I started picking it up again, and then at the 7th hurdle I had to push, do a little speed. So then I sped up after the 7th hurdle and I took it home, and I won. Yeah.
So therefore we'll go ahead and watch that historic run in the 400-meter hurdles at the Carifta under 17 age group.
98 Jenna Marie Thomas of Trinidad and Tobago, starting in lane number 6. Final of the under-17 girls 400 hurdles. Deandra Harrison for the fastest in the field at 1:01.78. Set. Race goes off 2 minutes ahead of its scheduled time, but they are away for the 400 hurdles final for under-17 girls. Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands goes out quickly in lane number 5. Already goes by Thomas of Trinidad and Tobago. The Jamaican Deandra Harris chasing well down the back stretch. And hurdling beautifully is Deandra Harris in lane 4. Problems for the second Jamaican, Daly on her inside. But it's Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands and Deandra Harris of Jamaica. These two have gone away from the rest. This is a fine performance so far from Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands. She has the lead entering the straight, and it's a commanding one as well. The U.S. Virgin Islands heading towards their first gold medal of Carifta 49. Michelle Smith clears the final barrier well and pulls away. This is a dominant performance. She smashes the 1 minute barrier. She smashes the Carifta record and she wins the first gold medal of Carifta 49 for the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Bigger, stronger, more powerful than the other ladies in the race. 58.60, under 60 seconds. And it takes for her country the gold medal at 400-meter hurdles. They used to run 300-meter hurdles for the 17s and upgraded in 2012. This is a massive performance by Smith.
Masterful performance indeed. Aggressive from the start of the race. Let's have another look at it in lane number 5. Michelle Smith of the U.S. Virgin Islands. She takes on the first 100 meters. The Jamaican Deandra Harris looked as if she would challenge over the first 200, but Smith kept pouring it on and pulling further away. That is an impressive effort to win the first gold medal on the track in the evening session of day number 2. 58.61. Championship record for her. Jodie and Daly 1:02.22 in second position. Deandra Harris falling back to third at 1:02.26.
So now we're back, and we can definitely say that that was very historic in terms of the 400-meter hurdles and the U.S. Virgin Islands. If you listen carefully, you would have noticed that they mentioned the Virgin Islands 6 times in that one race, and the U.S. Virgin Islands was definitely a highlighted entity, and we were on major stage in the whole Caribbean, because everyone was able to really ask themselves, the U.S. Virgin Islands, do we have runners here? Yes, we do, and we have great talent, and that was demonstrated there. That was the first time we ever broke a Carifta record at the Carifta Games, and she was the 4th gold medalist in the history of the Virgin Islands. So that was history, and so therefore that was a wonderful event. And if you looked at the end of the race, you notice that she was composed. She knew what she was doing, and we were very thankful of her performance. Next race was the 100-meter hurdles on the next day, and so we'll go ahead and have her talk about. Well, let's have her talk about it, and then we'll watch the race.
So in the 100 hurdles, I was kind of iffy because it's not really like my forte, and I still have trouble with it. I started off, I did not have a good start. But then the girl next to me, she like hit her knee, so she stumbled a little, and that gave me like motivation. I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. And I sped up, and I came second, so nice.
Okay, so let's go take a look at the 100-meter hurdles finals for under 17 at the 49th Carifta Games.
There's the lineup. Michelle Smith of the U.S. Virgin Islands, Jodie and Daly of Jamaica, Naima Caprice of Martinique, Venetia John of the British Virgin Islands, Brianna Davidson of Jamaica, Asia McMaster of the British Virgin Islands, and Luana Pranzola of Martinique. There are the athletes getting ready. On the inside, Michelle Smith of the U.S. Virgin Islands, the 400 hurdles champion. She'll also be in the 800 final later on. The Jamaican Jodie and Daly in lane 3, 13.62, her best, second fastest in the field. The fastest in the field, the 14-year-old Jamaican Brianna Davidson, who will run in lane number 6. Started on Jamaica's 4x100 winning team at the under-17 level. There is Michelle Smith, the 400 hurdles champion in the under-17 category, and she is going for double gold here. Was quite impressive over 400 hurdles, and she is looking to produce a similar effort in this sprint hurdles final. Smith of the USVI, Daly of Jamaica, Caprice of Martinique, John, British Virgin Islands, Davidson, Jamaica, McMaster, British Virgin Islands, Franzola of Martinique.
Set.
Off they go, first time. Jody and Daly, Jamaica got up well. Oh, she hits the second barrier and is in trouble. Smith going brilliantly on the inside. The second Jamaican, Davidson, now tearing away from the field. Davidson wins commandingly. 13:48 on the clock downstairs. Brianna Davidson promised it last night after the 4x100 that she would produce in the sprint hurdles, and she has done that by winning the Carifta gold medal.
The Jamaican hurdlers in tremendous form in 2022. Davidson called it last night after the 4x1s and delivers here 13.50, a season's best for her in the 100-meter hurdles, and delivers Michelle Smith gold at 4 hurdles last night. Tall and gangly, but great hurdles technique. Got through in lane number 2 to second.
Yeah, 14.31 for Michelle Smith. She looks like a fine talent to me. And then
So you just witnessed something very special in Michelle's second place finish at the Carifta Games. This is actually a surprise, but a wonderful surprise, because as we said before, or she said before, it's not her forte. She uses that event as a way to train her clearance of the hurdle in preparation for the 400-meter hurdles. So getting her second place was wonderful, and we're definitely excited to see her do such wonderful, wonderful things. So within the hour, she had to come back for the 800 meters finals, which she qualified for the day before. And so therefore, she sat around, and basically she can tell you exactly what happened before the event, during the event, and after the event.
Okay, so after my 100 hurdles, I got my medal, and then I went to the area where people were waiting, and I waited there because nobody was there yet because they hadn't brought anyone down. So I just waited there for the entirety of all the hurdle races, and then they eventually came and everyone got ready, and then we got on the line, and then they started the race. So during the race, my mentality was like, get out so I don't have to deal with people. So like I'm ahead of them already. So I was running, I got out kind of fast because the girl next to me, she was getting out slower, and I was like, I'm confused. What are you doing? Am I going too fast? What? So I got out and I'm running and I'm in front, and this scared me because I was like, when is everyone else coming? I'm very confused. So I was like, I gotta stay fast because then they're gonna catch me and I'm gonna be sad. So I continued running and I was dying, and I'm like, I gotta speed up now. That was the second lap on the back stretch. I was like, I have to speed up now because they're probably gonna start coming. So I started speeding up. I went around the curve and I was like, okay, you gotta take it home. So I tried to take it home. I failed, but I took it home somehow. And I won first. Yeah.
So that was her second gold medal, and we will go and watch the video right now.
59 is the record set by Natoya Gould in 2006. That outstanding Jamaican, Kaylee Ford, Jada Grant, Atoya Harvey, Andreen Peart, Narissa McPherson, Ricaria Campbell, Michelle Smith, Ashlyn Simmons. Several of these athletes have won individuals already at Carifta 49.
Double punch for Guyana. Harvey, champion at 1500 meters, second at 3000, and their smooth running teammate McPherson medal at 400.
Yeah, Atoya Harvey, the 1500 champion, will go in lane number 4. Well, just trying to... Well, Andreen Peart, the Jamaican, will go in 4. Atoya Harvey will be in lane number 3. There is 279. Andreen Peart of Jamaica, 4th in the 1500. There's the 1500 champion, Atoya Harvey of Guyana. 105. Jada Grant of Bermuda, 6th in the 1500 final. And on the inside, the 1500 silver medalist, Kaylee Ford of Trinidad and Tobago.
Latoya Harvey, as Hubert said, winner of the 1500, silver in the 3000, trying to attempt a triple that has never been done before.
Away they go. Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands 400 hurdles champion. Medal in the sprint hurdles as well, bronze earlier today. She's back for the 800 final. And she goes out quickly and takes the lead. Aggressive first 200 meters here for Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands. The 1500 champion Harvey of Guyana is in second. Then in third position, Adrian Peart of Jamaica, her teammate Ricaria Campbell, is in fourth position. The tall figure of Nerissa McPherson of Guyana is in sixth spot. And if they allow the pace to be slow, she will finish well.
Smith has just run the sprint hurdles final, got a medal, and here is pushing the pace at 800 meters. Wow.
Asked you yesterday if she reminded you a little bit of Khalees Spencer Hubert, and she goes through the 400 meters point with the lead.
61.9 for the first 400 meters for Smith.
Of the US Virgin Islands, still leading this 800 meters final. She's looking for her third medal at the Carifta Games. So too is the Guyanese Atoya Harvey. Harvey still in third position. Oh, this is a terrific performance from Smith. Doesn't look as if she's coming back to the field. Just under 200 meters to run. Harvey of Guyana and Peart of Jamaica feeling the pinch. The second Guyanese, Nerissa McPherson, comes into third position with her familiar late burst. Smith has the lead, but the race might not be over yet. She's now starting to tire, but can anyone close her down? The Jamaican Peart is in second. Harvey is struggling back in third. This is a courageous performance from Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands. She's coming away to her second gold medal to add to her 110 hurdles bronze, 2:10.69, just over a second outside the Carifta record. 2:10.78 it has been adjusted to. Michelle Smith took that race on, and she becomes a Carifta champion for the second time at the 49th Games.
Indefatigable. Ran the hurdles less than half an hour ago. That's Andreen Peart, silver for Jamaica. Smith took them on, broke the kickers with a brisk first pace, hustled to 600 meters and held on for the gold medal.
So Harvey attempting a triple that no one would expect. But look at Smith, winner in the 400 meter hurdles, got the silver in the 100 hurdles not an hour ago, comes back here, legs must be dead, but guess what? She takes it out, keeps up there, pulls away from the field, second goal for the night.
The intent was very clear from the outset for Michelle Smith of the US Virgin Islands. Take the race on, and the others could not go with her, and even though she struggled badly in the last 80 meters, there was no catching her. Terrific effort. Confirmation of the results. 2:10.78 for Michelle Smith, the gold medalist. Andreen Peart of Jamaica, 2:13.07 silver. Atoya Harvey, 2:14.08 bronze. Nerissa McPherson, second Guyanese in the final, down in fourth at 2:16.13. Simmons of Barbados, fifth. Campbell of Jamaica, sixth. Grant of Bermuda, seventh. And Ford of Trinidad and Tobago, the 1500 silver medalist, in eighth.
Michelle Smith, gold at 4 hurdles, gold at 800, silver at the sprint hurdles. In the discussion now for MVP.
Definitely, definitely.
In the discussion.
So as you saw, that 800 meter final was pretty historic as well, because this is the first time a Virgin Islander has won three gold medals, 2 gold and 1 silver at one Carifta Games. and setting a VI national junior record in all the events that she actually participated in, and setting a Carifta record in the hurdles. So there are multiple records and multiple bits of history for the Virgin Islands that we have to, pay attention to, because when you have great athletes coming out of the Virgin Islands and they do great things, we need to recognize them, because it's not every day something like this happens. I mean, we've been participating in Carifta games since 1972. And, to say that you have a young lady here who has won 2 gold medals and a silver at the same Carifta games, whereas before her, there was only Alison Peter, Sunny Eugene, and one other young man, Jimmy Fleming, who have actually won a gold medal at the Carifta Games, and she won 2 with a record. So it's very monumental. It's very significant that we pay attention, because when we look at the future, we have to understand where we are at the present and pay attention to the youngsters that are coming up, because that's how we're able to project what we should be doing with our youths, encouraging them to get to where they need to get to.
What we want people to realize is how great Michelle's accomplishment actually is. With her winning 3 medals, her 2 gold medals, and setting a Carifta record, actually her name and the Virgin Islands will be called every single time we'll be going to Carifta once the 400-meter hurdles for under 17 girls is run. It will be mentioned that Michelle Smith has the record from the U.S. Virgin Islands. And every single time that's mentioned, it will give notoriety to the Virgin Islands. And this is really what we need. We need people to participate in the sport, and we need parents to encourage their children and support their children to come out and run.
We also need support from our local entities. We need access to facilities. We need something like simple as a memorandum of understanding to be signed so that we can have access to the facilities so we can develop more students. We need the buy-in from parents to sacrifice for their children. We need the buy-in from the community, because like my wife said, when other countries embellish their youths and, congratulate them for bringing home a bronze medal, as we've seen in some other Caribbean country, and we have a gold, 2 golds and a silver, and we take it as nonchalant, oh, it's just another day. No, we need to let the youths know that this is significant. There is promise in athletics for each and every one of the children growing up here.
Away from the rest. This is a fine performance so far from Michelle Smith of the U.S. Virgin Islands. She has the lead entering the straight, and it's a commanding one as well. The U.S. Virgin Islands heading towards their first gold medal of Carifta 49. Michelle Smith clears the final barrier well and pulls away. This is a dominant performance. She smashes the 1-minute barrier. She smashes the Carifta record.
There's promise in terms of scholarships. Right now, we're getting offers from, 6, 7 Division I universities. Please consider us when you start looking at schools. And I'm not going to call any names, but it's major universities. And I'm saying, this is the thing that you want for your children, because we have to work as a community to get them where they need to go to. Parents, the government, our church family, we all have to work together, because as a community, we can produce quality athletes. We can produce young people that can actually go places. Excellence is something that we should all thrive for, because with that, classroom activities, track and field, baseball, whatever you're doing should be done at a high level. But how can it be done when parents have to drop the children off, pick them up? Parents have to do their part. When the government has to have facilities for us to utilize, government has to do their part. Where the schools system has to be in such a way that they understand that athletics and sports is not just an activity, but it's an avenue to involvement into something greater in terms of bringing home, a degree to your country. Now let's talk about your country. When I tell my students that, the Virgin Islands is recognized and for what they did as a country, they look at me strange. We have to get that pride into them so that they understand that we are a country. We're not a, territory. Although, that's how people look at us. I represent the Virgin Islands as a country. Every single time I leave these waters and I go someplace and I put on a VI uniform, it's because I'm representing this country, and we have to have that pride and instill that pride into our youths. And how do we do it? From every single level: our parenting, our morals and values, our education system, our government. We have to work together and not just say children are the future, but have the action behind it to understand that children are the future and act like it. Don't just say it, but do it, because action does speak louder than words. And you can say you care, but unless you're willing to sacrifice for the children, that's just, words. And so therefore, I want to encourage each and every one of the people listening, youths and parents and everyone, to understand it doesn't come just like that. It takes hard work. I mean, from the time she was young, she was running when she decided to run. Otherwise, we were like, oh, are you going to run? No. But she decided, hey, I'm going to run today. Next thing you know, she calling her godfather, godmother, and telling them, hey, I'm running. And so you can see from the age of 5, she adored the attention of the people that are around her and love her. That's for every single child. They want you to come to their race, their basketball game, their events. And so therefore, it's not just, I'm going to ship them off and they're going to babysit them. No, encouraging them at every level is what we need to do.
So what we want the public to know is that Michelle didn't become great overnight. She's been training, and like her father said, from the age of 5, maybe even before, because she's always been running around in the rainforest. And she started with the children's race in Christianstad and the pre-carnival race in Frederiksstad. And even the women's race, which she won at the age of 10, she beat me, and I'm NCAA champion. So, she is great and awesome. So the international world got a taste of her when she won the 1,000 meters and actually set a record in the CAC Combined Age Group Championships. And now again in Carifta. So we see it's been developing over the years. So your child has potential too. Your niece, your nephew, they have potential. It won't come overnight. It's really practice makes perfect.
Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to end this off by saying, I am who I am, and that is Michelle Smith, the 49th Carifta Games, 2-time gold medalist, record holder, and silver medalist.